Alright, this is Calibos, and we are playing Enigmatica 2. Now, I did some research, and I flew around, and I dug around, and stuff. And some of the flying that I did was in spectator mode, and, you know, so... But in the end, I returned to... This is the passage that I made to look for emeralds. I mean, we're like super close to base. It's right there. Base is pretty much that way. And if I go that way long enough, and I go up at the 7 block mark, I will end up in my mine, like the town's mine, something like that. So anyway, back to the story. I did some research, and according to everything that I have read, um, this atmospheric gauge is basically useless. It is a piece of junk. And I'm not sure, but I think that Embers is the same person, the mod maker for Embers is the same person who did Roots. And it looks like they are basically not planning to do anything for this mod anymore because they have decided it is simply too flawed to continue, which doesn't bode well for this. They also said something along the lines of the guidebook is pretty terrible. But what can you do, right? So there's not a lot of quests in here. So we're just going to pretty much burn through the quests and hope that we can manage, I guess. I don't know. And that's enough whining. So according to the compass, when I was last here, this spot, and one of the reasons that I marked it was this spot basically read full gauge, and now you can see that it does not read full gauge, and I have done nothing. So it also adjusts very, very slowly. So like you have to go and then stop. But again, something along the lines of ignore the gauge, it's useless. Still are a lot of diamonds down here. I mean, if I needed them, they're here, I guess. So yeah, but let's do questing things. We need an ember core and a mechanical core. Now we're going to make this first because this is a component of that. So we'll need, ta-da, mechanical core. So we need to pull some iron out. I've actually got most of the stuff, probably, at least for this quest, because I could see this quest. That, and, right, bricks. Do I need to do this for the stairs? I forget. Okay, so we'll do that. Stairs, copper ingot. Let's make one of these really quick. Copper ingot. I think I'm carrying copper. Alright, so that gives us this. And I'm an idiot. What the heck? So now we have both. Let's take this loot chest. We'll actually open it later on the surface because I suspect that it's going to be a hassle. You'll need to dig the bedrock and place the bore so that its blade touches it. The machine itself is 3 by 3 with the blades not actually being solid and making up the bottom 2 layers of the structure. Once placed, you can put a mechanical core on top of it to extend its only interactable side. This is actually apparently more help than the book gives you. And that's the one with the little holes. So you can plug 1 or more machine cables into it. So the hole in the bore is both the input and the output. And so the extendable bit allows you to have multiple interfaces on it. So I have actually no idea how to place this. So we're gonna, maybe it needs to do this. I have no idea. Whoa, whoa, that's crazy. I'd never seen a single block multi-block before. Let's move new ember bedrock place. I can type probably, I swear. So one of these has a little hole in it, or maybe it's the top? Maybe the top has a little hole in it. So let's break that cobblestone really quick. So that must be the bore. That's cool. So now we need, what did it say? Back. Oh, no, that was the right one. So the mechanical core actually extends. Oh, so I did need a second one. Okay. That's cool. Do I have wood? So it says to use a hopper of some sort. So we will make a hopper. All right. So just so you guys remember, this is the furthest I've ever gone into this mod. Okay, that's cool looking. You'll need to extract the ember shards it collects using any item extracting device, such as the item extractor and the item pipe. So we need ember item extractor and the item pipe. So lead, lead, lead. Do I have any lead ingots? No. I have the lead plates, but I didn't realize that I needed any of that. Must be out of fuel. So let's hop up to the house. Wow, that was weird. And we need lead. We have lead. I mean, that was copper. What was that? Archaic brick. More archaic brick. Thorium, boron, aluminum, magnesium, lithium, platinum. Wow, they're not kidding around here. More cores. uranium, lead. I should have just grabbed a bunch. Yeah, see, it's only 215 away. So we'll make some of this. Oh, lead plates. Lead plates are in this. Makes one of these. That gives us 8. Then we'll make, okay, a caminite plate. Raw. Oh my gosh, I made it all into bricks because I just assumed, foolishly of course, that that was what I needed. Okay. There's some clay, some sand. I think oh, if I had a single sapling, I could just make a tree down here. So let's do this. Then we'll put that in there. We'll grab that. Make a furnace. Put it here. And there's totally lead right there. I knew that. I really hope that I don't need that. 1, 2, 3. So, Ember generation and transfer. Ember Activator is a machine that will turn ember shards and crystals into usable energy, usually called ember. Simply place it down, use any item automation to input shards and crystals into its bottom part, and it will generate ember that will be stored in its upper part. To actually use this ember, you'll actually need ember emitters and receptors. Place an emitter on the source. There, here, this is the top part of your ember activator. Place a receptor on the machine that can accept it, then sneak and right-click the receptor with the Tinker's hammer, or right-click the emitter and power it with redstone, and the emitter should start flowing. Note that a single emitter can also only power a single receptor, but a single receptor can receive power from multiple emitters. You want to use a single emitter to power multiple receptors, you'll need beam splitters. That's good to know, I guess. So now we need one of these with some redstone. Alright, so this would be an item extractor. So does this connect and then what? Item pipe? Alright. So we need an ember activator. So some iron plates, which we can make. No, we're just going to do that because that's going to be easier. Oh, there's biomes of plenty of stuff, man. Okay, so that. Gotta watch it. Sometimes these are very specific. Like one of these. As far as you saw that it worked in the top, but not in the bottom. So sometimes these recipes can be quite picky. So we'll place this down. But we'll move it closer. Now it says that it needs to be in it goes in the bottom. Okay, now did they also say that this needed to be having a redstone signal? I think a couple things do, so there's going to be a lot of... Ah. That's cool. So now that will power machines. So I need a tinker's hammer, an ember emitter, and an ember receptor. So one of these, pull these out. Okay. I think we could kind of probably do this. Oh, I like that. They're actually opposing, like having a male-female connector on a power outlet. Now, I think that they also said something about a beam splitter. What does the beam splitter look like? Beam splitter. Let's make one of these, because Dawnstone, where do we get? Dawnstone. Have we seen any Dawnstone? Yeah, I don't know. I haven't actually seen any Dawnstone. I have no idea where to get it. Doesn't matter though. We have this thing. Let's put a. Oops. Wait, we needed a hammer for the quest. So talk to us about a tinker's hammer. So now we have one of these. We'll chuck that on the stone for now. So that's that quest. I'm guessing that the hammer is basically the wrench for the mod. Okay, we'll toss these in here. We'll use this. We can use that up. Okay. So we'll grab loot chest number 3. I'm sure it's totally better than every other loot chest. And we'll look at the next quest. So NillerMedDild. So this will display the ember level, and this will display fluid levels. So embers, dials. There's 2 of them. Copper plate, redstone, and paper. Do I have paper? Sadly, no. So an iron plate. I'm going to assume that a copper plate can be made. Very similarly. I guess not. But I have one of these. So problem solved. So let us go fetch some paper. Also, I have a cool idea. Stay with me. This one's complicated. Watch this. This will be warehouse. House. So now we can just teleport straight to the warehouse, because That seems easier. Here, paper, paper, paper. Paper. We need, what, 2 sheets? So we'll need one of these, and we'll need one of these. So now, let's head back to this, and we'll put an ember dial on that. So it's got 800 out of 16,000. I have no idea if that's a lot. I swear I've heard that sound before. Kind of sounds like... It's probably not important. I don't know. So we have this. We'll grab one of these loot chests. That's dangerous. We'll put it away before we hurt ourselves. It's mysteriously vanished. Oh, there it is. Alright, next quest. And probably the last one for this episode. Melter and Stamper. The melter is a machine that allows you to melt various metals using ember. Simply place it down, input valid items in its bottom part, and ember, and it will melt them into a liquid that can be extracted from the top block. The stamper is another machine that allows you to turn these molten metals into usable materials. Okay. So that makes you turn anything into fuel. Why is this? I'm concerned that it is doing smoky things. Huh. All right, sure. Let's make a melter and stamper. What does a stamper look like? So I need 2 of those. Two. That. Now I need a block of iron. And that. So what? This has to go there. And then we need a bin. Bin. So now we have 3 bins. Go us. Quest complete. Man, we're like ripping through this. Gosh, if only I had a clue what I was doing. Okay, so we need to put a bin under the stamper base. And then we need to put an air block down. And then the stamper itself. So... and then that. Okay, so theoretically it looks like that. And put a stamp inside of it. Input the liquid in the base and input ember in the stamper. So let's collect this. A railgun, that's exactly what we needed. So this needs an ember emitter. And then this needs an ember receptor. And then we need to whack them with a thing. Oh, maybe I needed to sneak right-click the receptor with the Tinker's Hammer and then right-click the emitter. And then power it with redstone. Okay. That is the difficulty I was missing. Okay. That's cool. That is very colorful. I have no idea how to get Dawnstone. Copper, gold, and... Okay, well, you know. Oh, it was... gold, molten dawnstone. So copper and gold make molten dawnstone. So it's pretty evenly. So does this mean... Oh, I probably specifically need... Let's go get some more wood. Oh, actually, let's look at the quest line really quick. So, mix molten metals. Each of the 4 faces of the bottom block is its own tank. Supplying them with a valid combination, that's interesting spelling, of liquids, and feed the top block with ember, and it'll mix them together, making a new fluid that can be pumped out from the top block. Most alloys you can make with this can also be made in other ways, with the exception of Dawnstone, which will be used for more advanced recipes. So we definitely want that, because I don't know. It just seems like we want it. So pop this in there. Are we out of iron? It appears so. So let's pop back to the warehouse. I think I might be able to scrape up an iron ingot or two around here somewhere. There's one. So that gives us that, which gives us that. So we now have this. And let's put the railgun away for now. I mean, I'm sure it'll be something. We'll grab this. So the other thing that we can do is we can empty some of this out. Oh look, thankful dinner. Oh look, spaghetti and meatballs. Oh look, a factory block. So I'm actually going to call it here because we've actually done almost half the quests in this mod. It's been roughly 30 minutes. And I think that that's pretty decent for the time allotted. So we'll catch up with the rest of this next next video. So if you liked it, leave a like. If you don't like it, don't leave a like. Anything that you think I could be doing better or have any ways to help me with this Embers mod, I would appreciate. So yeah, all of that can go below in the comment section. Thanks for coming. You folks have a good night.